Welcome back to the Coins Information HD channel, where today we're diving deep into the fascinating world of European coinage. In this episode, we turn our focus to a modest yet curious coin, the 1983 Denmark 25 or, notably the one with no mint mark. It might look like just another small piece of metal, but some collectors believe it hides value far beyond its original USE. Is this coin rare? Is it worth collecting? Can it actually be worth money in today's market? Whether you stumbled across one in an old drawer, inherited it in a coin collection, or are actively collecting Nordic coins, this video will give you everything you need to know, from its rich history, to its mintage details, rarity factors, and what it's really worth in 2025. So let's jump in and uncover the full story of the 1983 no mint mark Denmark 25 or coin. To understand the value of the 1983 25 or coin, we need to begin with the broader picture, the coin's place in Denmark's currency system. Denmark has long used the krone as its primary currency, which is subdivided into 100 or. The 25 or coin served for many years as one of the smaller denominations, frequently used for everyday purchases like small food items, public transportation fares, or rounding out change. It played a very practical role in Danish life for decades, and as such, was produced in large quantities and widely circulated. The 25 or coin underwent various design changes throughout its lifespan. Earlier versions were made of different metals such as bronze or zinc, but by the time we reached the 1980s, the coin was being struck in copper-nickel, which was more durable and gave the coin a bright silver-colored finish. By 1983, Denmark's economy had evolved, and although the 25 or still circulated widely, inflation had reduced its purchasing power. Despite this, the coin continued to be minted as part of the country's standard coinage. The 1983 Denmark 25 or coin is modest in size and appearance, but not without charm. The coin weighs approximately 4.3 grams, has a smooth edge, and a diameter of about 23 millimeters. The composition is copper-nickel, giving it a silvery tone and decent resistance to wear and corrosion. The obverse of the coin features the monogram of Queen Margrethe II, Denmark's reigning monarch at the time. The monogram is stylized and crowned, representing the authority of the Danish state. Below or around the monogram, you'll find the year of issue, in this case, 1983. The reverse side of the coin prominently displays the denomination, 25 RE, along with the word Denmark, to indicate the issuing country. The design is simple, clean, and reflective of Scandinavian minimalism. Now, here's where things get interesting. Some of these coins appear to lack a mint mark. In Danish coinage, mint marks often signify the location or institution responsible for minting the coin. Typically, coins were struck at the Royal Danish Mint, and some carried a heart-shaped mint mark or an abbreviation to denote this. In 1983, however, some examples of the 25 or coin appear to be struck without any visible mint mark. This detail has caught the attention of collectors, many of whom wonder whether this variety makes the coin rare or valuable. Now, it's important to clarify that the absence of a mint mark on a Danish coin is not always a minting error. Sometimes, mint marks were simply omitted by design, particularly in later years. However, if the coin was intended to include a mint mark and one is genuinely missing due to a production error, it could indeed represent a scarcer variant. The challenge lies in determining whether a no mint mark coin from 1983 is a normal issue or an accidental variety. That ambiguity is part of what drives curiosity and interest among collectors. The 1983 25 or coin was produced in large numbers. Millions were struck and released into general circulation across Denmark. This means that in worn or circulated condition, the coin is relatively common. It was used heavily in daily transactions, and many examples show signs of wear, scratches, and edge damage from years of handling. However, the passage of time, the demonetization of the 25 or coin, and the growing interest in collecting coins from the late 20th century have all contributed to increased demand for well-preserved specimens. In particular, coins in uncirculated or near-perfect condition are much harder to come by. Coins that have been stored properly, untouched by human hands, and retain their original luster now represent a small fraction of the original mintage. And if a no mint mark variant turns out to be an unintended rarity, then that specific type could command a premium in the collector market. The 25 or coin was officially demonetized in 2008. After that year, it was no longer accepted as legal tender in Denmark. This move was part of a broader effort to simplify the national currency system and eliminate coins with minimal purchasing power. Once demonetized, coins like the 25 were transitioned from tools of commerce to items of historical and numismatic interest. That status shift significantly impacts value. Coins that were once worth only a fraction of a krone are now worth several times more to collectors, depending on rarity and condition. Coins that are no longer in circulation also stop suffering from the usual wear and tear of daily use, so preserved examples become increasingly scarce over time. So now to the question everyone is waiting for. What is the 1983 no-mint mark Denmark 25 or coin worth in 2025? Let's look at it in tiers, based on condition and collectability. In circulated condition, meaning the coin shows moderate to heavy wear, loss of detail, or surface scratches, the coin typically sells for a modest amount. In most cases, these coins are worth anywhere from 30 to 40 US cents. They are often sold in bulk or included in mixed lots of world coins. In better condition, such as very fine to extremely fine, where details are still visible and the coin retains some original shine, values can rise to about 50 cents to $1 depending on the buyer and market demand. In uncirculated or mint state, where the coin has never been used in circulation, nowhere is visible, and it may still display its original mint luster, values are significantly higher. These examples can sell for $2 to $6 or more. If the coin is particularly well struck or has been graded and authenticated by a professional service, prices may exceed $10, and if a genuine error coin or verified no-mint mark rarity is confirmed, that coin could attract offers from specialized collectors willing to pay a premium. However, such cases are rare and must be authenticated to command such value. It's also worth mentioning that the market for Danish coins, while active, is more niche than some others. So while values can be strong, they may take time to realize depending on where and how you sell. If you own a 1983 Denmark 25 or coin and are wondering whether to keep it, sell it, or have it graded, here are a few practical tips. Check the condition carefully. Lightly circulated coins with full details are always more desirable. Look for anomalies. Missing details, unusual edges, or lack of a mint mark could increase interest. Avoid cleaning. Cleaning a coin reduces its value and damages its surface. Store properly. Keep the coin in a protective holder away from moisture and air. Sell smart. Coins often sell best on auction platforms, collector forums, or through coin dealers who specialize in European numismatics. So, is the 1983 Denmark 25 or no mint mark coin worth a fortune? The honest answer is, not usually. Most examples are common, especially in circulated condition. However, coins in uncirculated grades, or those with potential varieties, can absolutely be worth holding onto. While it may not make you rich, it represents a piece of history that has outlived its use in commerce and found a second life among collectors. Its value lies not only in its market price but also in its role in Denmark's coinage history and its appeal to those who collect world coins. And for those lucky enough to find a rare variant or minting error, the value can be much higher than expected. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1983 Denmark 25 or coin, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell so you never miss another exploration of coin history and value. Do you have one of these coins in your collection? Let us know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your stories, see your photos, or help you identify your coin. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy collecting.